Hello. Hi, Aya.
Yeah, hi. Hi, D.So. How are you?
Good, good. How are things? How's the electricity where you're staying?
Well, it's currently off, but we're using the generator. Yeah, I hope that lasts.
Okay, good, good. The same thing here. I'm just using a battery and inverter, but there's no electricity either. All right, okay. All right, so how was
So how are
your...
things on Friday?
Sorry?
How were things on Friday, that conversation?
What conversation?
You didn't have a class on Friday, yesterday.
Ah, the conversation class. Nobody signed in. Usually the first day, nobody signed in, so it's normal. But I did start with a few ads, so hopefully students will sign in, and we might, if things go well, we might have them on other days, not just on Friday. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck with everything.
I'm sorry.
I said good luck with it.
Thanks, thanks. And also about, I'll just, I think your suggestion about a poll on...
Well, nobody wants to answer.
I think maybe they didn't check it or they didn't know how to answer. Maybe I'll just use Arabic because not all of them are advanced students. Some of them are beginners in the group. That's the idea. Because all of the students, I just invite the students who are taking courses, I invited everyone. So I'll just write it again in Arabic, and maybe the poll will help because that way they'll get a chance to choose when they start. Okay, so last time I think we completed all the questions, the choosing kind of questions. We finished them. Can you see? Okay, so you're seeing my screen now. That's good. Let me switch to the book. Okay, so today our focus will be. This is the teacher's book. We want the student book. All right, here it is. So last time we finished, I think we covered the MCQ and the matching and the true, false, not given, and these kind of questions, the choosing kind of questions. I think we covered them. So so today we'll try to, if we're lucky. I don't know if we can cover all the choosing, all the complete kind of questions, but I think we can cover most of them at least. So let's start from the beginning of the book and let's go sort of systematically, and then we'll try to cover these questions and get a taste of how they work. Okay, you can see the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. So now let's look for these questions. So here we have true, false, not given. We don't need it.
I think your picture just freezed.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, it's actually moving.
Oh, so I don't know. For me, I am.
Can you see me moving?
No.
You can't?
No.
That's strange because it's not frozen here.
Okay, I can still hear your voice, so doesn't really matter.
Is it still frozen? Maybe it's your connection because here it's moving.
Yeah. Just checking my connection. Just a minute. I don't know. It's still frozen.
All right.
But I don't know. I can see like the screen. You've just put something like on speaking. 11 to 14.
Now I think it'll, let's see, because maybe it needs a little restart. Okay, let's see if it works this time. Is it moving now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's get back to the book. You can see the book too, right now?
I don't know. No, no,
Can you see the book?
no, I can't. I'll tell you what. I'll leave and then enter again.
Okay.
I don't know. There seems to be some kind of problem because. Okay. So just give me a sec.
Okay. Okay. Can you now see? Can you see the book now? Can you see it? Hello, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so here we have our first complete exercise. So this is a complete the notes question. All right.
Okay.
I don't think the name of the question matters much because they're almost all the same. You just need to complete. The way you complete them is slightly different. I think the only real difference is the one we talked about last time, if you remember, the one where you had to choose from a box, synonyms from a box, versus the choosing the words from the text itself. Okay, that's I think the only real different variation of the choosing questions, but the rest are almost all the same. Okay, so I'm just trying to get the article to appear on both pages, because if we can, it just never happens, right? It's never the page you want. It's always like this. Never mind. Okay, so let's see. This means I'll just screenshot the question and then put it near the article. Remember, this is the Maui exercise we did last time, if you remember it. Do you remember it?
Yes, not last time, the time before maybe.
And maybe even the time before that, because maybe the first one, the true false not given, the lesson.
Yeah.
The very first lesson. Okay, if the screen went black, that's okay. Don't worry. I'm just preparing this question. All right, so now it should be ready. All righty, so let's get this open. And then let's change this screen share. Okay, so now we're ready. So I'm going to take you to the article again. And here you can see the complete article. Let's reduce this. Let's resize this, put it over here, out of the way. Okay, now I think we're ready. Okay, so here you have 2/3 of the article, okay? Because there's still
Okay.
one third of it on the second page.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you might need to check. You might need to check the next page. Also, keep in mind, since these are the last 3 questions of the from the set of questions,
Yeah.
there's a very big chance that these are only relevant to the last third of the article. So I'd like you to super skim, or if you want to really save your time, all you need to do is zone in on this part, the Maui structures. This is all you need to check.
Yes. Okay.
So just very quickly start. It's a bit of a 2-in-1. Skim, scan, until you find the relevant part, and then try to find the answers, okay? So you have 3 points. This really shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, including the skim, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, when you need me to scroll down, just tell me and I'll scroll down.
Okay.
All right, so your 5 minutes start now. Go.
If I could see the other part of the passage. Okay, I think I've finished.
Okay. So what do you think of this question?
It's not difficult.
Okay. Now remember, the maximum is 3 words.
Okay.
So sometimes one word is enough, sometimes two, sometimes you might need to use up to three. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so you can write your answers in the chat box. This way we can then have them ready.
Okay.
To compare them from the model answers in, this is unit 5. Okay, so let's compare these answers. Are you finished? Yeah.
Yes, I'm finished.
Yeah, these are the last 3, yes. Okay, let's compare your answers. No, where's the chat thingy? Okay, here it is. All right. So can you see the answers?
Ooh, got one wrong. I got one wrong. Okay, and the other one, Ranu Rarko, whatever.
Yeah. So do you see this in the model answers we used to mark? So for example, this question, because by the way, the 3 words is the most flexible variation of this question. The real problem is when it's a 1 word only question. Now then it's really difficult. But sometimes what happens is the words between the brackets are optional words. So for example here, if you said, okay, now I think 2 of them are wrong. I'll tell you why. Not 1. I'll show you why.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because here, let me go to the question. Okay. Now, in the model answer, what happens is, like I said, just a second, let me pop up this again. Okay. Now if you see the model answer again one more time, do you see the model answer? The words in the bracket, these are the optional words. Okay? The word that's without brackets, this is the main word. Do you know what that means? That means if you answer, or if you had answered volcano, so if your answer was volcano only, correct. If your answer is Ranu, Rarku, volcano, correct. If you only answer the option, not correct. Do you get the idea?
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's not the block word, it's not the key word. They want you to say the rock came from a volcano, because if you go back to the question, the Maui sculptures were made from rock taken from the. If you say Ranurarku, what is a Ranurarku? Is it a hill? Is it a river? Is it a lake? What is it? It's a volcano, right? You got the idea? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to be a little careful here. You need to jump to the specific thing or write the whole thing, because in this question you had the option
I
of
see.
words. You could have written Ranu Rarku volcano and it would have been fine, right? Now number 9 is correct because you wrote the main word. You could have written 33 meters tall and that would have been correct as well. But you've just written 33 meters and it's correct too. Number 10, you're really off mark here, number 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is how it is with this question. Okay, so this is the first one, never mind it. Now let's check, let's look for more of these complete questions. Let's find more of these. So let's go down. Let's scroll down a little more. All right, here we have a nice juicy test folder 3. So this is all about sentence and note completion, okay? So we have lots of these. We have a nice exercise. You could already see that this is found in the reading just as much as in the listening because it's the same idea. So I think the advice is the same. They always recommend you skim. And then there's this next piece of advice. If you check it here, it says that you need to consider all the words in the box. Okay, this is the box variation. They're talking about the box. If you could jump to the third sentence. Can you see where my mouse is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Find the word.
Read.
Find the words in the passage or box that fit the question. Consider all the words in the box or all words in the relevant part of the passage.
Now this is important. Meaning and grammar. One sort of rudimentary test to find out if your answer is right or wrong. If it's ungrammatical, it's wrong. It has to be grammatical. It has to be grammatically correct. So
grammatically with the sentence itself.
Yes, with the whole sentence together, the word and the sentence. It should be grammatically correct, the whole thing, with your answer. If it's grammatically incorrect with your answer is definitely not the one. Okay, so it has to be grammatically correct. Sometimes it's grammatically correct, but the meaning is off. It doesn't make sense. Remember when I showed you the sentence completion question last time, and I told you they give you parts. They give you half sentences and you need to complete them with the second half. Remember the one, I don't think you'll remember it because we just passed it very quickly before we ended the last lesson. But the thing is, in that kind of variation of the complete question, so they give you one half of the sentence here, and then they give you the more than you need second halves. So maybe you have 4 here and you have 6 or 7 or whatever down in the box. And of course you need to put the right half to the right sentence. Grammatically, all of them fit. All of them fit. Right? But the meaning is the meaning might be off in some of them. And this is how you can compare it to the information you have in the passage. If it makes sense, it's right. If it doesn't, then there's a problem. Okay. This is I think they're telling you the same thing here. You need to pay attention to both meaning and grammar. Okay, so enough info. Let's go to the exercise. All right, so here it is. This is a short one, but it's in the academic style. The text is a little small. I don't know if you could read it if I zoom out anymore. Can you?
No, I can read it. I'm pinching with my finger, so it's okay.
All right, I can still go a little closer, I think. Let's see, I think I can make it to 80. Okay, let's be a little greedy. Let's make it to 85. I think we can even make it a little more. Let's make it to 90. 95.
Okay, I think that's okay.
I think that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
So this is exactly the question I was telling you about just now. Okay. I thought I thought it was different, but it's the one I was telling you about. You can see here on the left side we have 5 sentences, right? 5 first halves.
Yeah.
Then you have 7 second halves.
Mm-hmm.
If you're only relying on grammar, all of them work. All of them are grammatical.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have to find the meaning.
You need to really find the meaning, okay? You have 5 points, so this should be a 7 to 8 minute question, not more. So I'm going to give you, let's say, 7 minutes. And let's see how well you do, okay? So the 7 minutes should start, they should start now. Okay, you can start now. Okay, a side note that might help you. Each sentence from these 5 sentences, you might have figured this out on your own, but just in case you haven't, each sentence belongs to a paragraph. You have 5 sentences here, and you have 5 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, 2, 3 is divided in 2 parts, and 4, 5. I don't know if you've noticed this, but these 5.
Yes, yes, I have, but I don't know. Can I use an answer twice, or not?
Probably not. No, you shouldn't.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't use one that's answered twice.
Okay. Okay, I'll just put my answers.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
I'm gonna leave one empty.
No, don't leave one empty. Use any other answer.
Okay.
Okay. Let's compare these to the real answer. So let's see. Here we are.
Oh my goodness. 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got 0. That's our first 0, which is good.
Yeah.
All right. So, but you have to keep in mind, this is not even full length article. This is half length. Actually, a little less than half length. This is just 300 words.
Uh-huh.
And the real thing is usually 700 to 800 words. The real test. All right. So now let's have a little mini analysis on the answers. So G is right. Why is G right? Let's see. So here, if we go to the question, it says, you go away here. So it says number 1, the present situation. Nations use history to understand the present situation. Why is that? Because it says here in the first paragraph that the history of a nation or any group is a history that gives meaning to the members of that nation living today. Living today is probably where the real answer, present situation. Living today, present situation, there's your synonym or your paraphrase to be more precise. Okay? Now, number 2. Number 2, the right answer is C. So historians show us the interaction between various influences on our lives. So if you see here are the influences. Can you see them?
Yes.
Right? Economic, political, cultural. These are the influences, right? Okay, now next point. Let's see why the answer is E. Let's see why. So it says here, historians try to explain as much as possible of what is known. As much as possible of what is known. Much as possible. Try to explain as much as possible of what is known. As much as possible of what is known. Evidence. Test it against the evidence he or she collected. This is the paraphrase. What is known is the evidence. And you need to test it against the evidence you've collected. So historians try to explain as much as possible of what is known by testing it against the evidence. Is it clear?
Yep.
All right. So next, very quick analysis. Next one is A. For A, why is it for A? Historians often need to work out alternative ways of interpreting existing material. Alternative ways of interpreting existing material. New methods of analysis. This is alternative ways. By asking new questions, new storylines, all of this newness, this is alternative. We want something else. We want something different. Okay? Now the last one is 5F. Let's see why F is the right answer. We can never be certain about explanations of the past. So we're looking for something that tells us this is it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
No historical theory can be proved beyond all doubt. There will always be a touch of uncertainty. All right?
Okay.
So I don't want you to mind that you got them right or wrong. I don't think this is really the goal here. Of course, if your answers were right.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, because as long as you understood how this question works, that's all we're here for, because you still have lots and lots of drilling to do on your own. Remember, the lessons are more of just little demonstrations. Think of them as demonstrations of the questions, but you really need to do all that sort of gruesome drilling work. You need to do this on your own. So this is called the sentence complete or the note complete question. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see other variations of complete questions. These are grammar. A little bit of writing here. Okay, here we have a number of questions. Here, there's an MCQ here. It's more of a labeling question, to be honest, but we can skip it. Now, this one is an example. 1 and 2 are just regular and multiple choice questions. We're going to skip them because you already know how to do these. All right, so now choose the best heading from. This is somewhat similar to the one that you just finished. The only difference is the sentence is not separate at the bottom of the article. It's part of the paragraph itself. Do you get the idea? Okay, I'll explain it again. Now, okay. So here we can.
It's part. You mean where there's dots, like should be in 4 or 5 or 6?
Yes, that's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
So did it work? The idea is that
I should match them with the paragraph.
Yes, you should match them with the paragraph. Yes. So think of these as heading, as headings for each paragraph. So I think maybe it's a little bit of. It's a combination of the regular headings question and the one that you were just doing, the note completion question. It's a bit of both. All right. Now the nature of this article is closer, I think, to general training. They haven't. Maybe they'll tell us. I think it's similar to general training than academic. Never mind. So let's do this question. Now let's read the instructions first. It says, for each of the last 4 paragraphs, choose the best heading from the list. Write its letter beside the paragraph. So maybe it's not exactly what, maybe my instructions are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly a complete question because it is separated.
It's like a heading question, I think.
It's like the main sentence. It's the main sentence of the paragraph.
Mm.
So it's not, it's in the paragraph. It is in the paragraph. It's not separated from it. It's not like the headings question where the headings were not part of of the paragraphs. These sentences are parts of the paragraphs. Do you get the idea?
Yes.
So they should look like, can you see the two paragraphs that already have been answered? If you check the second paragraph, do you see how it begins? The
Yes.
scene took place in a London bookshop. This is the main sentence of the article, of this paragraph, I mean. This is the main sentence. Everything else is about this sentence. A company called Viral Factory was making blah, 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 blah. So it's all related to this first sentence. Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right, so now let me zoom a little bit out. So maybe a 90 zoom. So this way. Okay, now great. This way the whole thing is there in front of you. Okay, so this means you're going to only ignore the first two paragraphs. You're going, actually the first three, ignore them. You're going to start from number 3, do you see? 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 4 paragraphs and you have, how many? 6? And 6 headings or 6, let's call them headings for the paragraph. And write it, set up, okay? Is it clear?
Yeah.
So 6 questions. Not 6 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4. So, shall we say 6 minutes?
Okay.
Let's say 7, okay? Let's say 7.
No, it's okay.
All right, so this means you should be done by 9:02, okay? So let's start. You can start. Okay, let's check. So this is Unit 7. Let's see Unit 7. Okay, let's see your answers. Okay. Okay. You got 3 right. So E is correct, B is correct, and F is correct, but C is not correct. Number 5, why did you answer A?
Okay.
I mean, I think it was a bit obvious, this question. A little obvious, I think. Let's see. 5A. Some products benefit more than others. The right answer is C. Why did you think some products benefit? What in the paragraph gave you the impression that some products benefit more than others? Why do you think?